Back with more cool IMUS chair replicas. So the guys at Curverk, it's either Curverk or Curverk. I'm not sure exactly how to say the name, but they make these awesome replicas of the Herman Miller IMUS lounge chairs and other great stuff like my Noguchi glass table, all of which have been featured on this channel before. So if you're coming here for the first time, go back and watch the videos about the assembly and how these IMUS chairs and the glass table works. I got the thing sitting on the glass table. I'm not worried about it because this thing is almost an inch thick and you're not going to hurt it, trust me. So they've sent me another great chair. This is the Herman Miller style of IMUS executive lounge chair. I say style because the bottom line is these guys are just making replicas of these things, and I've been talking to them about it, and they're a little bit coy, and they might get a little mad at me for saying this, but basically what they've done is they went out and bought all these chairs, and they just straight out copied them. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of the trademarks, the copyrights, and all of those things, but the bottom line is they are making exact replicas of these chairs. I have gone to the Herman Miller galleries, to the Design Within Reach, and looked at all of the different chairs and tables and things. And there is virtually no discernible difference between what they're selling and their high-end stuff. Now, you can get the cheaper-end stuff, which I've talked about on Amazon, where you can get these IMUS chairs starting at, like $500-600 for these type. And, the wood isn't as thick, it's not done as well, the leather isn't as good, the foam isn't as good. But the higher-end ones, like these ones that you see here that were featured in my other videos, these are every bit as good as the $10,000 versions, and these are several $1,000s because this is a fine leather, custom colors, the wood's finished in and out. I mean, everything about it is exactly the same, the quality and the finish. Usually when you're getting things from China, they're using lesser quality materials and they're doing a lesser quality job, and sometimes that's what's required. But in certain situations, when you're working with wood and leather, I mean, kind of wood is wood and leather is leather and things like that. So in those instances, really, there's almost, I got to be honest, after looking at these chairs, unless you just really care about having a sticker on the bottom that says Herman Miller on it, there's really no reason to buy anything other than these chairs. So they've sent me the office chair because I wanted one of their executive office chairs, and they sent it to me. I haven't got a chance to see it. I haven't opened the box, and I believe this one is the black one, which is their most common one. One of the things that I've realized after I've become familiar with these products and chairs is that I see them all the time. When you're watching television, almost every time you see like a talk show host or one of these interviewers, like I was watching, I think, the Piers Morgan show, they're sitting in IMUS chairs or Herman Miller chairs, It's because these people basically, they really defined and invented everything that has to do with these kind of, I see the influence. I even pointed this out. When you look at the Noguchi table and then this shaped table, I bought this thing, this is a $25 stool table thing that I bought at IKEA. The inspiration is there. And you realize that this stuff is all around us. All right, I'm going to open this thing up and put it together here in the living room, but I'm going to use it in my office. Comes with some instructions there, nice, clear, printed assembly guide. That'll come in handy. I've talked about how well they pack their stuff. Look at how well, this isn't just like bubble wrap that they've hand wrapped. This is bubble wrap that they had made in the exact shape of the cushion with secured corners and packing. They do a heck of a job packing this stuff. One of the things you'll notice about their higher quality stuff is notice how this is zippered. On the cheap chairs that you'll buy, they'll just wrap this stuff around, staple it, whatever. These are actually zippered so that you have the ability, if you wanted to open this up, remove the covering if ever you wanted to either reupholster it or make a repair or change the foam. It's something that you'll probably never do, but the fact that they took the time to actually put one of these zippers in, and if I remember correctly, I think they told me that they use the Japanese YYK zippers, which are the most, the best ones that are made. And you can see where it's labeled top here. clear English. Everything so far has come out exactly perfect. Here comes the armrests. Now on the executive lounge chair, the armrests are fixed and they're padded. What makes it the executive armchair versus the others is that it has padded armrests. I didn't like, or I don't prefer the other IMUS office chairs that have the metal railing for. I like to be able to put my elbow down, and that's a nice padded thing. And I like that that's already put together like that. So you can see how this goes together. And this is a nice piece of metal. I'll show this in more detail. But, you know, with a cheaper piece of furniture, this would probably just be routed out and cut. You can see that this is a nice cast piece. It's rounded, it's curved. Okay, you're going to notice that each little piece of chrome is covered in this protective plastic, which I appreciate, but it's a bit of a pain to get it off. So you'll see this blue plastic, and it's kind of hard to get a grip on it. Once you do, it peels off. But this is there to protect all of the stainless and chrome surfaces. And then it simply just stabs right in to the bottom of the leg base. That's all there is to it. Let's have a look. Assembly guide, package contents. It says to screw both armrests to the seat. It wants you to do that first and then attach the backs. Then put the wheels on, which I've already done, and put the neck in. That doesn't really matter because this kind of stuff, you could do this at your leisure pretty much. But this thing basically just goes into this base. I already know that. I don't even think there's anything I don't know if there's anything that holds it in. I think it just sits there like that. And then you're just going to plop the base on top of it. It's pretty simple. It's kind of hard to mess this up if you know how to build anything at all. Let's have a look at my contents in there. I'm going to spill them out onto the table here. The great thing about having these glass coffee tables is these are thick enough that you're not going to break or chip them, and they're really easy to clean. So it looks really, really simple. They've just given you a pack of these Allen head screws, which are tapered so that they fit in there cleanly, and then they gave you a little wrench. Now, I talked about this in my previous videos. You can use the wrench they gave you, or you can use a small drill adapter, but be very careful. If you try to use an impact or a drill on one of these, you could overpower it and rip out the nut. The nuts that are attached in here are these little grab nuts that are set into the wood, and they can handle quite a bit, but an impact wrench can rip them right out. So be careful. You just want to hand tighten them on there. You can use this, or like I said, a really weak kind of a screwdriver. And then I recommend hand tightening it. Just use your sense of feel. You're not going to really need to use any kind of Loctite or thread locker in there because there's not going to be any motion or vibration here. It's not going to be an issue. I've got the assistance of a little bit driver here. And I'm going to start by taking my seat base. I'm going to set it here on this piece of cardboard on the table. And I'm going to start with one of the armrests. Now, the armrests appear to be universal to me. As far as I can tell, they don't seem to have a left or a right. I notice there's some plastic protection on the bottom handles here over this chrome. They've zip tied this handle on there. Leave that on until it's mounted because otherwise it'll be poking down. That's why they put that there. Well, based on the way this looks to me, where this goes, if that goes here, that puts the back there. So that has to be how it goes. So unfortunately, they don't really tell you on this. They must have messed up on that decal. Don't tighten it all the way at first because you want to have a little bit of wiggle room. For those of you wondering, these are available in different finishes. You can get this in black or chrome. They have different colors of leather. I just wanted the plain black version. Now this is the seat bottom zipper. goes on the bottom. You got to kind of push it down, squish it in there to get the holes to line up. See, it's a little bit more difficult. Let me try doing the other side. All right, once you got it threaded, you're on the right track. There's my other screw. I guess one of the advantages to buying one of these from Herman Miller is that when, you know, they deliver it assembled or they come and assemble it at your place. Of course, this same chair, if you bought it from Herman Miller, would cost you about $4,000 or more plus delivery. And you'd probably have to wait for it for a while. I will tell you that these guys deliver quickly. Believe it or not, I get them in usually a couple of days. I think they have distribution warehouses all over the country, West and East Coast. So whenever I've asked for something, I get it really fast. All right, looks like it's all put together. I'm going to go ahead and pop this zip tie off of here. And I believe all I have to do now is set it on top of the of this. It might be easier for me to just stick it on like that. Okay. Let's try it out. Let's see. Where's the handle? Oh, there's all sorts of, oh, that, okay. That this handle either locks it in place upright, or you pull it out, allows you to retract. What other handle is there here? Let me see. Oh, there's a, this is a tension. You can adjust the spring tension here. I'm kind of a big guy, I'm 210 pounds. So, oh yeah. And then where's that other, oh, where's that other chrome ball? Oh, here it is out at the bottom. All right, I think that allows you to raise it. Oh, there we go. All right. Ah, very nice. Actually, come down a bit. Wow, it feels very, very firm. What I mean is that it's not wobbly at all. There's no, wow, there's no wobble in this thing. It is very, very solid. Yeah, very smooth operation. Now, you probably noticed from looking at me, I don't have a great back. I have a curved spine, I have scoliosis, and I have a bit of a hunchback. People on my videos that are cruel have made fun of me about this, and there's not much I can do about that. And because of it, I do have to sit in a chair a certain way. And I will say that this, I would prefer this was a little higher, but it is right. Oh, did you hear that crunch? Yeah, it's supporting me right on my upper back there. It's meant to be used at it's not meant to necessarily be leaned back like that. That's what the lounge chairs are for. It's meant to be sitting at your desk typing. This right here is what I was most interested in with this chair. These armrests, look how thick these are. They're a good 3 inches thick. My elbows fall directly on them. If I were sitting at my desk, which I will be, and I'm using my mouse, I'm typing, this is at just the right angle. Then you can lean back, make a decision, and then go back So it's very comfortable, very supportive. I'm feeling this cushion in my lower back. I gotta say, it's a very good chair. We know that this is a good chair because the IMUS Executive Lounge chair is one of the most popular high-end chairs in the country. Almost every Fortune 500 in the world has made Herman Miller a very, very rich company because they buy these chairs by the thousands. And this chair costs $4,000 from Herman Miller. So imagine you've bought hundreds of these executive chairs. Now, you can get this chair from the link down in the description below. These cost about $500-600 for the regular ones. They have upgrade options you can get for different colors. You can get this in chrome. You can get different colors of leather. This is, you know, their upgraded firm foam. I talked about this foam in the video about the lounge chairs. The cheaper chairs that you'll buy, like when you go to Sam's or Costco and you buy one of those office chairs, they're made of plastic. They use a honeycomb foam where it's a very large open cell foam with holes in it. And that's why they go flat and squish after a while. They're also not usually made of leather. And if they are made of leather, it's not a top grain rawhide type leather like this. You can tell that this is a very firm and thick leather. It has a nice smooth feeling. The top sides of this it's very firm. You can tell that the foam in there is very, very dense and strong because it's a, I don't know the correct term for it, but it's a solid foam. It's not a honeycomb foam. You can feel that the metal that they're using is very firm. The mounts are good. Like normally in any office chair like the one that I have in my office now, the arms are wobbly. The whole chair is, this thing is very solid. So I'm very impressed with it so far. Sitting in it, I don't want to get out of it, honestly. I mean, I know we got to make the video, but I want to continue sitting in the chair. And you know what? You're going to think I'm nuts. I'm going to put it up on top of the table because the wheels are made of a polyurethane. They're soft, so I know that they're not going to scratch anything. But I just wanted you to get a good look at it. Let's get some beauty shots of the chair. All right, guys, here's some beauty shots of the chair so you can see it in all its glory. This only really took me a few minutes. I actually took my time putting this together so I could show it to you. This only takes a few minutes. Very happy with the chair. Quality is quality. It's good leather, it's good stitching, it's good metal. I have all the confidence in the world based on my experience with these people. The link is in the video description. So again, in full disclosure, they did send me this chair for free in exchange for making this video and doing a review. I didn't get paid to accept the chair, and I also do not make any commissions from the purchases of the chair. So the link that I put in there is just a courtesy to them and to my fans who are interested in buying the same chair. Like I said, you can get it in different colors. You can get different finishes. This is just the plain black. They don't make a black and red one. I may see if I can get them to get me one of these in the red color like my other lounge chairs. And again, if you're interested in the lounge chairs, go check out the other videos, and the Noguchi table is also in my other videos, and you can order all of these. By the way, if you were to go to Herman Miller and get this Noguchi glass table, you would spend, I think, $3,000 on that table, but you can get it from them. I think it's $700 or $800, which is a great deal because what glass table are you going to buy that's 3/4 of an inch thick, sapphire tempered glass, right? That is an exact replica of a Noguchi table. That's, I mean, you couldn't replicate this. I go shopping all the time, and I never ever see glass coffee tables this thick. It weighs 120 pounds, the piece of glass. You need 2 people to even move it, okay? So that's my video on the chairs. Thanks again for watching. This is my Las Vegas home. I'm trying to do a little bit of a mid-century modern thing. We put in leopard carpet. We've got the Noguchi and the IMUS thing going on. I found that cool velvet couch locally, and this little credenza thing here. Nothing mid-century modern about the 80-inch TV, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and watching my videos. If this is your first time coming here, scan through some of my other videos. I do a lot of other stuff, custom cars, food reviews. It's all over the place. It just runs the gamut. It's not really a channel dedicated to any one subject. It's just all about featuring the things that are happening in my life today, and you might find that interesting. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go put my new chair down in the office and enjoy it at my desk, and I'm going to get many, many great years of service out of this chair. Thank you so much to Curverk for sending me all this great stuff, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm Bob. Bye-bye.